Welcome back, everybody, to Good Morning Trinidad and Tobago on CTV and Talk City 91.1 FM. We are now going to talk about two programs being offered by the University of Trinidad and Tobago. What do these programs entail? How can you be part of those programs? I have with me Dr. Edward Bajo, who is an assistant professor in Petroleum Engineering, and I also have Dr. Marianne Watson, who is the program leader, Process Engineering Program. Good morning and welcome.
Morning.
Good morning. Dr. Bajo, I want to start with you. Can you tell us a bit about the Petroleum Engineering Program?
Right. Well, at the University of Trinidad and Tobago, we offer postgraduate studies in various engineering programs, and my department is petroleum. So within petroleum engineering, we offer diplomas. In fact, we started at the diploma level, and students who want to pursue further studies in tertiary education could continue to do a bachelor's. In fact, subsequent to doing a diploma, there is a Bachelor of Applied Science in Petroleum, and students could actually pursue an additional year with this program and graduate with a Master of Engineering in Petroleum Engineering. Then there are MSCs. There's an MSc in Petroleum Engineering. There's an MSc in Reservoir Engineering. So we started at diploma level and we go straight up to Masters. We also accept students doing even further postgraduate research type degrees, such as MPhils and doctorates. And I think the same thing applies to other departments as well, and Dr. Watson's department. Same type of programs are offered.
Yeah. And this program is important. I was speaking with Dr. Roger Hussein earlier and talking about the oil finds in Guyana and how it can benefit Trinidad and Tobago and the region. So a program like this for students to get involved in would be beneficial if what is happening in Guyana continues.
That's right. Essentially, we are training people to take part in the petroleum business. And petroleum business is really upstream production, where the hydrocarbons are extracted. And subsequent to such upstream production, the process engineering departments become involved in the further processing of the hydrocarbons and whatever other natural resources are extracted. So we are definitely training people to work in that sector.
Dr. Watson, tell me what the process engineering program entails.
So process engineers will take the oil once it's extracted from the ground and convert it into higher value, useful products, because there's not much that you can do with a barrel of crude oil. But we will take it and convert it into, cooking gas, LPG, gasoline, kerosene, lube oils, asphalt to use to pave the road. Chemical engineers take naturally available materials and convert them into higher value products. So not just crude oil, but we would do it for natural gas and make ammonia and urea that can be exported and bring in U.S. currency. So the process engineering programs, we train students from the certificate level, which is CSEC graduates. We look for 5 passes with maths and English, and within 1 year we can produce a process operator. So these will be the persons to actually work on the plants, to control and to make on-spec product. We also offer a diploma in chemical engineering, and that essentially is an alternate to A-levels or CAPE. So if a student already knows once they finish CSEC that they would like to be a chemical engineer, they can come and pursue our diploma programs. We also look for 5 CSEC passes, maths, English, physics, and chemistry. And it also takes 2 years, the same amount of time you would spend in CAPE, but it provides you entry into our Bachelor of Applied Science Process Engineering program, which again, just like Dr. Bajo mentioned, you stay 1 more year and you get a master's in engineering.
Yeah. So these programs sound exciting, but they can be dangerous as most programs are, or being out in those fields, but so necessary health and safety training and that kind of thing goes into it as well.
Yes, these programs are accredited, and one part of satisfying international accreditation is making sure that your graduates are fully prepared for the world of work, safety of which is one of them, along with ethical behavior and sustainability, mindedness, all of that is included in our program.
UTT is offering these programs for Dr. Bajo, for anybody who wants to be part of it.
That's right. Once you meet the entry requirements, so you could enter the diploma level in petroleum engineering, and the requirements would have been 5 ordinary level passes at CSEC. And if you want to enter at the bachelor's level, you can do diploma first, and that qualifies you for entry. Or if you completed A levels, that also qualifies you for entry. And we have the exact subjects that would be required by each program on our website. That's www.u.tt. So applicants at this point in time, in this period where they're receiving their results, could visit the website and choose a particular course of study, a particular program, and apply on the website.
And it's for both programs, it's the same process?
Yes.
What has been the registration process like over the years for these courses?
Typically, well, long time ago it would have been a paper-based, but now it's online. So students just go to the website, and as Dr. Bauer mentioned, we'll have a peruse the website, make a program of choice. Typically, students are allowed 3 choices, their first, second, and third choice. Submit their application online with all their supporting documents, and it's directed to their first choice. Should they meet the entry requirements for their first choice, they'll be accepted. If not, then they're redirected to their second choice program.
And most times students are accepted as long as they meet the entry requirements. But over the last few years, how many people have enrolled in programs like these?
Typically, our programs, they're not just run during the day, they're run at night as well. So we also cater to persons who are fully employed during the day and wish to pursue these types of programs at night. So typically, the enrollment within the process engineering program ranges between 500 to 600 students.
That's a lot of students.
That's all of our programs, run full-time and part-time, and our programs are not just run at Point Lisas, but they also run at San Fernando. So we run them out of 2 campuses.
That is
the process and the certificate in process operations and the diploma in chemical engineering is run at Point Lisas and San Fernando. The bachelor's/MEng, we take our year 1 in San Fernando and O'Meara, and from year 2 they come to us in Point Lisas and remain. And postgraduate programs run out of Point Lisas as well.
But I have to ask, there is a lot of confusion going on with UTT. So why should people enroll in a university where they're saying is cash-strapped?
Well, the university is not cash-strapped, firstly. What has actually been happening is university has been restructuring to make it a more an organization that could support itself. And one of the initiatives the university is actually undertaking right now is to go with distance learning initiatives. Distance learning initiatives would enable the university to target more people, more students, even people who are in remote locations in Trinidad and Tobago and cannot attend physically to classes. Or it could also accommodate people who are abroad and want to pursue education at our institution. So the institution is therefore investing in means to generate more revenue so that it could sustain itself in the future.
As it relates to cost for these programs, can you give us some information?
Right. Each course of study has tuition fees. Now, students in Trinidad and Tobago, nationals of Trinidad and Tobago, they are entitled to GATE. So the tuition fees aspect of studying is covered by the government. And for a diploma, for example, the fees are $24,000 for a 2-year period, $24,000 TT, but it's covered fully by GATE. And the bachelor programs is $16,000 per annum over a 3-year period, but again covered by GATE. So because it's covered by GATE, the students basically just have to attend classes, do their part, graduate with top honors, with high GPAs, and prove themselves to the world of work.
Yeah. And before we go, I need to get, once again, the process of applying. What do students or possible students do?
Right, so they go to the website, www.u.tt, and apply online. They'll just give their particulars in terms of name, educational history, upload their certificates, birth certificates, and they then receive a reply asking them to come in and bring in their certificates hard copy, and then their application is routed to the different programs that they're interested in applying to, and usually within a 2-week period they'll receive some confirmation of whether they've been accepted or not. They then bring in that letter and actually register for the courses.
And the age of people who want to
Our
register?
certificates and diploma programs take from 16. Once you turn 16 in the September to December term, you can enroll in our programs.
Right.
So people just finishing secondary school.
Yeah.
What is the success rate of these programs? When students graduate, if 100 apply and 100 sit these exams, how many of them would come out successful?
So if you use 100 as a benchmark, 100 enters, and of course you will have a normal distribution in terms of performance. Normal distribution means you will have some extreme people doing very, very well. You would also have some people who fall behind. And on average, we eventually, you know, students make it to the end and they graduate. You know, so the onus is on the student.
Yeah.
The greater the level of application of the student, the more successful they're going to be at the end.
All right, well, thank you very much, Dr. Edward Bajo and Dr. Marianne Watson, for coming in and telling us about these two programs. And for more information, you can check out www.u.tt.